So the governor said that he's always been supportive of having a state police presence here. I think we've found that little bit of money that we need to get it done.
New at 10, could unclaimed lottery money help to keep state police in the city on a more permanent basis? That is the plan one state representative has.
Helena Moreno is drafting legislation to take part of the prize money from expired tickets to fund state troopers in the city.
Moreno says there's about $9 million in unclaimed money that rolls over back into the lottery each year. A third of that is from the New Orleans area. Moreno is drafting a bill that would dedicate those funds to keeping the city safe.
WDSU anchor Gina Swanson live tonight in the French Quarter with more on the plan and who else could be eyeing that money to help plug the state's budget gap. Gina?
Scott, just recently we know that the tourism industry put up $2.5 million to keep state police here in the city. The legislation Moreno is drafting would amount to about the same. But with the state facing such a severe budget crunch, other lawmakers could try and lay claim to the unclaimed money. State lawmaker Helena Moreno is hoping unclaimed lottery money will amount to good fortune for the city.
What I decided to do is to start drafting legislation that would take a third of this money, so about $2.5 to $3 million, take a third of this money and divert it over to a state police effort to help continue to patrol the corridor and to keep them here long term.
But with the state facing $1 billion+ deficit by the July start of the fiscal year, a newly identified possible revenue stream could help to offset a number of cuts across the state.
I alerted the Division of Administration about this particular money, and they were very interested in this money.
Higher education is facing just about the biggest budget gap that will take far more than the unclaimed prize money to fill.
It appears like about $250 million deficit, which is huge. This little $9 million is not going to fix higher ed. What we need to fix higher ed is a drastic measure like doubling the cigarette tax, which would generate about $250 to $300 million a year.
For now, Moreno is hoping the prize money people didn't realize they'd won will eventually turn into a win-win for the city.
Really, we had to think outside the box and really create our own box to just figure out new funding streams.
Now, we spoke with someone from the governor's office. They tell us that the unclaimed money is not a part of the governor's budget that he plans to roll out tomorrow. That measure would have to come from the legislature. That said, it doesn't mean it's off the table. What we do know is it's shaping up to be an interesting legislative session. For now, we're on your side in the French Quarter. I'm Gina Swanson. Back to you.
Interesting is not even underway yet. Thanks, Gina. Business and property owners in the French Quarter support Moreno's efforts to secure that funding for state police.
People who live and work in the French Quarter were overjoyed that the state police were here. They appreciate the commitment that the state showed to our city, which does generate so much money for the state as a whole, and we're very hopeful that a solution can be found.
During Mardi Gras alone, state police confiscated weapons and drugs and arrested more than 100 people.